One of the most important things that we need to focus on from a safety perspective when we're travelling is communication. And that's communicating with the people we're travelling with, so our friends and our colleagues. That's communicating with the emergency services and knowing how to do that. And that's communicating with the people at home, keeping them informed on where we are and what we're up to. So with that in mind, there are three systems I'd like to look at. The first system is the mobile phone. This has been around for 25 years, so we're not going to talk about how to make this thing work. But there are a couple of points that we need to bear in mind. The first point is that it is reliant on power, and not only just its battery power, but regional power. So if you're travelling to a country that suffers regional or local power cuts, this may stop working. And the second thing to consider is that when there's a state of an emergency, the government may well shut down the network to protect itself. So although a mobile phone is great because it's cheap to purchase, cheap to run if you've got a local SIM card, and generally very reliable, in an emergency situation, it may stop working. The second system I'd like to talk about is the satellite phone. It looks very much like a mobile phone, except it's bigger, but actually it works in a very different type of way. The most important thing we need to remember with this is to make a call, we have to be outside with a clear view of the sky. So, I fully extend my aerial and I turn the phone on, and then I wait. And I'm waiting for the phone to connect to a network of satellites. And that may take anything between 30 seconds or 4 minutes. In fact, it may not happen at all, in which case I turn the phone off, wait for a few minutes, turn it back on, and repeat the process. The final thing to remember is wherever in the world I use a satellite phone, I must always use the international and country code prefix. The third system we're going to look at is the radio. This is a land version and this is a maritime version. The only difference being the maritime version has an emergency button, which is channel 16, but they work in the same way. The component parts of a radio are aerial, on-off button, channel selector, microphone, speaker, and the press to talk button. To use a radio is actually very simple. We think about what we're going to say first, we press the button and hold it, we pause, and then we speak. Think, press, pause, speak. We need to always speak slowly and in short sentences. When I finish speaking, I need to release the button so that my colleague can reply. When you're travelling to a remote area, you'll need a number of ways to charge your device. So, mains adapter, USB charger, vehicle charger, spare battery, portable charger, and of course your international multi-socket adapter.